Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the month of October 2019. This month, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But Sagittarius, let's see what is going on for you this month. And I'm trying out a new spread, by the way, for the monthly reading, so definitely let me know how you like it. But Sagittarius, your overall energy for the month is the Justice card. Love it. Definitely a very good card to get for your overall energy. Could represent justice in a legal matter. So if you're going through something legal, or if you're going through something that requires some sort of justice, this could be justice coming in. The other reason I love the Justice card is because, to me, this is a card of cause and effect. It says the energy you put into things is what you're going to get back, right? So it says that you are going to do certain activities this month, or you're going to perform certain actions and you will see a certain result. It's like very straightforward. So if you want certain things to work out, the Justice card just says put in a lot of energy into something and you will get it. So like I said, pretty straightforward. To me, I'm also getting the word knowledge on this card as well. You don't really have any other cards of knowledge here. I will be clarifying cards as I go through here, but so far, you don't really have any cards of knowledge, but the word knowledge is popping into my head, so I feel like some of you have the intelligence, have the knowledge to do something you want to do, like start a business or start a relationship or whatever it is that you want to do. The Justice card is just saying that you just need to put action into it and you will be successful, and I feel like that's all you have to do, so I feel like you need to take action. Your opportunity for the month of October is the Page of Wands, so you, and a lot of growth and creativity and free, kind of like free-spirited energy. Really, I feel like there could be like a lot of opportunity for you to create more abundance. Is what's popping into my head with this Page of Wands. Again, I read cards intuitively. I don't always use the meaning of the card. If you're new, I read intuitively. I don't necessarily use the meaning of the card. I just use cards as grounding tools. So that's what I'll say there. But I feel like there could be an increase in abundance. I do feel like there could be like a creative spark that turns into like a fire. So I feel like you could be feeling very fired up towards some sort of new idea, and I would move towards that new idea. For some of you, I feel like you could almost be leaving behind a mentor is what's popping into my head. So I feel different things about that. I feel like for some of you, it could just be talking about you graduating or leaving school or something like that. Maybe you have left school, but maybe you haven't had a job that's related to your degree or something like that. And I feel like you could be kind of like leaving that behind and starting the next path, starting the next journey basically in your life of using your degree or something like that. I feel that for some of you. For others, I feel like maybe you've had a job for a very long period of time. Maybe it's been an amazing learning experience, but now I feel like you could be taking that experience and turning it into something else. So for example, I feel like some of you could be starting a business based off of a job you've had for a long time, or you could be just leaving a job and like going and getting like a leadership or taking a leadership opportunity based off of a job that you've had for a long time, and you could be like kind of like taking the lead on something. That's kind of a weird message, but that's what's popping into my head. But yeah, I love this. I feel like this is very good for you. Next, in love, you have the Ten of Swords. I feel like it's time to move on from the past here, Sagittarius. I feel like I say this to you almost every single night. So if you're thinking about a past love relationship, and Ten of Swords says that relationship is dead, done, over with. I always say Ten of Swords to me, it doesn't take 10 swords to kill somebody, right? It only takes one, really. But this guy is like dead and he doesn't even realize it. So I feel like you need to realize that something is dead, done, over with, and you need to move on. For those of you who are not, like, who have moved on, or who, if you're just looking for a new relationship, Ten of Swords just represents a change. Again, to me, the Ten of Swords does not have to be a bad card. To me, it can just be a card of going from one thing to another. It can just represent some sort of very simple change in something that you're doing. So again, if you're looking for love, for example, the Ten of Swords could say maybe you always go to a certain place, like a bar or something, to look for love, but maybe now you're just changing where you always go, right? Maybe you're just making a change as to like where you're going to find love and things like that. For others, I feel like this could be saying that you need to change. For some of you, I feel like this could be talking about a move as well. A Ten of Swords to me can just represent like a move or traveling or some sort of ending. So I feel like you could be making a move towards somewhere else, and that could bring love into your life. Your challenge for love is the Devil. Again, letting go of the past. So I feel like it's definitely time to let go of the past. Maybe some of you have dealt with very toxic relationships as well. So I definitely feel like it's time to let go of toxic situations, toxic relationships. It's definitely time to move on with this card. For others, I feel like this could be like other people as well. I think it was Virgo who had the same message as well, that there could be like outside influences kind of like affecting your love life. So I'd be very careful of like outside influences and other people getting involved in your relationship. I feel like that could cause a lot of problems. So I would just be careful of that. For others, I feel just like I do feel like some of you, there could be, like you could be feeling bound or stuck to somebody, or there could be like a very strong desire to be with somebody, but maybe it's just a toxic relationship. So again, I would be careful of those types of relationships, and I would move away from anything that feels toxic with the Devil card. Your solution is this Six of Swords. You're moving on. So I feel like some of you are just moving on from toxic situations. That's it. The Six of Swords does come with a warning. To me, the Six of Swords says, do not bring things forward from the past. You can see here, she has like a little baby in with her here. So to me, this card can say that basically that she is having problems, or that she is taking things from the past. And sorry, I just got to fix the camera here, but so it can just say that she is kind of dealing with things from the past, so it's time to let things go from the past. For others, I feel like you are moving on to calmer shores. I feel like you're moving on to better places. I feel like you're leaving choppy waters and definitely moving towards much more positive relationships in general. Again, this is about love, but to me, the love section can also include any relationship at all. So some of you could just be forming better relationships in your life, and again, I feel like overall, this is very, very positive for you. Next, in the area of finance, work and finance, you have the Tower. So I feel like you've already gone through Tower moments here, Sagittarius, as far as finances are concerned. I feel like you're very close. Just intuitively, what I feel on the Tower card is I feel like if you've been rebuilding your finances, or if you've been doing things to kind of like work on your finances, I feel like you're very, very close to like the top is what I feel like saying. So I feel like there's about to be some sort of correction in your finances, or there's going to be like a major improvement in your finances in the near future. But I definitely feel like you're rebuilding. I feel all sorts of stuff for you, Sagittarius. I feel some of you are moving on to a different job, getting different positions. I feel like some of you are traveling for work. I feel like some of you are just, again, rebuilding your finances, and I do feel like you are doing that. So again, I do feel overall that this is a positive message, even though it's the Tower. For some of you, I feel like you need to listen to messages that are coming in. Like you could be having very intuitive ideas about what to do with your finances, and I feel like you need to move towards those ideas, because I feel like your ideas could almost be helping you to escape from challenges and financial challenges. Next, your challenge for finances is Five of Pentacles, having money. So some of you, I do feel like, are challenged as far as money is concerned. This comes up for you every single night, Sagittarius, for the most part, that a lot of you, maybe not all of you, but a lot of you could be going through financial challenges. I always say with the Five of Pentacles, the Pentacles are on the card. They are right here, right? This guy is crying down here, worried about money, but the money is right here, right? To me, the Five of Pentacles is normally like a church, right? It's a church with a person outside who's being left out in the cold. But the church represents sanctuary, and it says that there is a place of sanctuary for you to find more money or to regain your finances, but you have to go and get it. So it could be through getting a new job, starting a business. It could be anything, but I feel like some of you just need to get started. Your solution is the Eight of Swords. So this is very positive. Of course, the card in the solution position is much more positive than it normally would be. So normally the Eight of Swords is considered a challenging card, but again, in the solution position, it's much more positive. This to me would say that you are setting yourself free, that you are kind of like going to be escaping from situations that have been holding you back. I feel like you are going to be removing limiting situations as well with the Eight of Swords. For others, I feel like you're just like seeing things more clearly is what's popping into my head. So I feel like there could be a lot of clarity. I even get that with the Tower. Like I always say, to me the Tower is not a bad card. To me the Tower can represent clarity or understanding things on a much deeper level. So I feel like some of you could be gaining an understanding here with these cards. For others, I feel like maybe you've been bumping up against a wall for a very long period of time. Like maybe you feel like there has only been one option for you to make money, or maybe you feel like there's only been one way that you can make things successful in your life, but now I feel like you're opening up to other options is what I feel like this card is saying. And I feel like that's kind of like, and maybe you feel like you don't want to do it. Like, you know, for example, maybe you have a certain job, or maybe like let's just like kind of say this, like maybe in the past you had a job, maybe you have a new job, or maybe you recently got fired, and maybe you don't want to go back to a certain type of job. Like let's just use waiting tables, right? As an example, it's like maybe you used to wait tables in the past and maybe you hated it. And then since then, maybe you got a different job, but maybe you got fired or something like that. I'm just getting that like you could be going back to waiting tables, just as an example. And I feel like it's going to be a lot better than you remember. So that's a weird message, but that's what I'm getting. So you might be going back to something that you thought you hated, but I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Next, in your area of health, I feel, again, for all of you, I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but in the area of health, you have the Knight of Wands. This is a very free-spirited, adventurous energy, so I feel like it's just saying be spontaneous, be adventurous, and, get out into the world, and I feel like you'll be healthy. I mean, I really don't feel like there's much to say about this card at all, so I feel like there's a lot of health for you. I feel like you will be very healthy. I feel like things will go well health-wise for you just in general with this card. As far as challenges with health are concerned, you have the King of Pentacles. Could be money, could be a challenge as far as health is concerned. It's like maybe you need to spend money to get something you need for your health. And this could say that is a challenge. This could also say that kind of like maybe for some of you, what's popping into my head is like a recurring health issue. It's like maybe you have a health issue, maybe it pops up, maybe you fix it and then it comes back, right? And so I feel like some of you, for whatever reason, I feel like that's what this card is saying, that some of you could be experiencing a recurring health issue, and and it's like you're trying to fix it. So I feel like that could be a challenge for some of you as well. But mostly I feel like this is talking about finances. For some of you, I feel like this is talking about I'm getting cleaning something as well. So I feel like this could be talking about toxins or something like that in your home. I don't know. I feel like this is home. If you're having problems with like allergies and things like that, kind of a weird message, but it's popping into my head. So maybe there are like hidden toxins or something like that in your home. I would definitely take a look at that. Again, I have no clue how you would even fix that, but whatever it is, it's popping into my head, so I have to say it. But I do feel like that could be a problem for some of you. Your solution, let's see what the solution is the Judgment card. So a rebirth. I feel like some of you could also be gaining clarity or fresh insight on like what is going on. So maybe you're going and seeing an expert, like a doctor, like you should, and that could be causing you to kind of like fix things with your health. So I feel like if you're having health issues, you could just be fixing things. For others, I feel like you could be feeling like a calling to do something. It's kind of weird. What's popping into my head is CrossFit. So CrossFit, there's like a very strong community around it. I'm not saying that you're going to be doing CrossFit, but I just feel like some of you could almost be joining health movements. I feel like this could be happening now or like over the next 6 months or so. I feel like this is a long-term message where some of you could be starting like new health journeys in your life, but based off of like movements, if that makes sense. So I feel like some of you could be joining health movements. I don't know. I feel like it's good for you if you're doing it. So I would just do it, is what I would say to you. For others, I feel like, again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I'm getting something about your blood as well. I feel like some of you need to watch your blood, or you are going to need to have blood work taken. So, and I feel like it's important. So if you are one of those people, I feel like you need to do it, and I feel like you should do it as well. I also feel like some of you need to be careful of lifting weights or lifting heavy objects. I feel like you could be hurting your back or something like that. I'd be careful of that as well. To me, it's more of a warning. So, again, I don't want to panic anybody, but definitely something to think about. But overall, really good card. So I like it. And finally, your outcome for the month is the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe like a slow and steady month is what I'd say with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles to me is just like very straightforward work, and it's just saying that it could be a very straightforward month for you where you're like putting in the work, getting things done, and that's pretty much it. So I feel like very straightforward energy on this Knight of Pentacles, and just like a very kind of like hard work type of month, and I feel like that's what you'll be doing. So that's that, Sagittarius. That's all I got for you. It looks really good. It looks like a good month. So anyway, thank you for watching, and enjoy your month.